Hey Joe. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Hello everybody, my name is Brian Keenan of the Brian Keenan Guitar Centre here on Lisburn Road in Belfast. That was Hey Joe, of course, in the style of Jimi Hendrix, and it's taken from the Rockschool Hot Rock Grade 3 book. So I'm going to give you a quick little lesson. Hopefully that little performance helps with your studying, and I'm going to give you a very quick little lesson on it. This isn't supposed to be a thorough going over at all. You can do that with your teacher. Just some of the little trouble spots. The first one, of course, is the intro. You have your count in 1, 2, 1, 2. Then you come in on beat 3, 4. Then for this lick, that's when the band's in. So you're on your own for, well, a half a bar, and another half a bar. So a total of 2 bars or 8 beats. And unlike a lot of the rock school tracks where that happens, there isn't a hi-hat keeping you together there. You really are on your own. So that's a real foot tapper. Make sure you have the beat firmly locked in your head. 3, 1, 2. Quite tricky. It took me a bit of practice to get that right as well. Then you move on to the chord progression, quite a famous chord progression. Most people know this. How you'd be taught it, you know, in the early stages of learning guitar would be C. Let me go to the clean channel actually. C to G, D, A, and then E. But it's played in bar chords here. You're expected to play it this way for grade 3. That means a C chord, that's the A shape up a third position. So you might think of it like this, or like a rock guitar is probably more likely this. Your next chord is a G played here. Again, that's 3rd fret bar with an E shape added, giving you a G chord. The next 2 chords is essentially the same thing, but simply up 2 frets. So D is now here, A is here, and then down to E. Just good old-fashioned E. For 2 bars as well. So if you're not used to that, that's going to take a bit of practice. Now the strumming pattern is very varied. There's a lot of funny little things happening you need to be aware of. On the C chord, I want to hear the C bass note, that's 5th string, 3rd fret. And then strum. Then you want to hear the G bass as you move to the G chord. Now there's a few little things going on there. You're in semi-quaver strumming or 16th note strumming, if you want to think of it that way. And a fairly good rule of thumb will be On the quaver beat, hit a downstroke, and on the semi-quaver beat, hit an upstroke. So essentially, if you think of it as 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Now the pattern isn't actually that regular, of course, but I strum that way. You know, I think down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Then you move to the D chord, it's down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Okay, let me turn down and just talk about the strumming pattern. So it's down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. That probably sounds a little crazy, but if you have the score in front of you, I think you'll know what I'm talking about then. Then you're on the E chord. It's very straightforward. Then this little lick sounds a bit like E minor pentatonic, like really. Back into E, and again that same strumming pattern. Down, up, down. Then the same chord progression is repeated, but ever so slight variations in the strumming pattern, rather irritatingly. But you have to get that right. It's now. Whoops. Watch out for that. What's that bar? Is that 18? Oh no, sorry, 8. Bar 8 you have. It's then down, up, down, up. You then repeat that 8 bars with your own, I mean it says vary on repeat, so you can do your own thing. I did a bit of, well, I just did my own thing, didn't I? I think Hendrix might do that. Like over the G chord, let go of your little finger. Suppose making it a 7th and then making it a 9th by adding this A note. First string, 5th fret maybe. Just add a bit of colour then, the same thing. Back to E as before. I think I also did a bit of a pair of E's, isn't it? The 2nd string, 5th fret. Same as the 1st string open, if you're in tune. Then the solo. Okay, it's the same 4 bars repeated once. You have an 8 bar solo to play here over the same chord progression. And now what I did in that little video was my own take on what Hendrix actually does in his version of the song. You can look that up, you know, you can give that a go. It's probably post grade 3, maybe like more like a grade 5, grade 6 type player would play that, but you can find that easily, I'm sure. But what Hendrix uses, and I'd recommend you use too, is E minor pentatonic and play it at 12th position. So you should probably know that it's 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, and if you want, also 15. I would use E minor pentatonic for reasons that I don't really have time to go into now. Funnily enough, a song that's revolving around a C, G, D, A, and E chord, E minor pentatonic will work there. You're then into the a great little run there. Now I want to show you exactly how I finger that because it's really important. I start string 5 fret 3 with finger 3. Then you have open 1, 2, 3, and I use fingers 1, 2, 3. Then I move into 2nd position. That means finger 1 revolves around fret 2. And your next 8 notes can all be played then in 2nd position. It's 5th string, frets 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fingers 1, 2, 3, 4. You simply then go down a string. So it's then 6th string, frets 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fingers 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you move into 4th position for your next set of notes. Does he actually go to fret 7? He does. You move into 4th position and you play on the 5th string, frets 4, 5, 6, 7 with fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down. And just at the very end, it's the same thing. E chord. Hopefully you'll understand what I'm talking about there. It's a 7th position with an A shape at it, giving you an E major chord. Just to finish. So that's that. Hopefully that helped. If you're interested in lessons, you know where to find me here on the Lisburn Road. I'll chat to you soon.